How much would you pay for your daily bread? And more importantly, would it matter who served it to you? Is it all really about more shrinkflation? Have you noticed, like me, it doesn't matter what brand you buy, seemingly the slices are getting smaller and smaller. You can tell this by the time you pop them in your toaster, can't you? It just gets literally smaller and smaller. So now there's a bigger problem. And this particular company over here in the United Kingdom think by calling upon Hollywood, everything could simply change. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here. Nice to have your company. And as ever, I hope you're keeping well, whatever you're doing today. Shrinkflation, it really affects us all, doesn't it? Have you noticed? Everything, quite literally, is sort of half the size that it used to be when you bought it years ago. In fact, just 2 years ago, 6 months ago. I just see the clever way these marketeers make it look like nothing's changed. But then when you open the packet, bingo. I mean, literally, mini cheddars are indeed mini cheddars now. Am I right? But over here in the United Kingdom, we have a rather famous bread company, Warburton's, yes. And it appears that the head, the CEO of Warburton's, Jonathan Warburton, is something of a frustrated thespian. So far, he's managed to align himself to the likes of Sylvester Stallone, Robert De Niro, and yes, Peter Kay, amongst many others. Now, this, of course, is because he's trying to promote his family owned bread, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's his fortune, his money. But one might suspect that Jonathan himself, as I say, is a bit of a thwarted thespian. And what's interesting here is he's now just signed another Hollywood star, Samuel L. Jackson. Brilliant actor, been in many different films. Just recently been seen filming with a Warburton's van. Apparently, it's a six-figure deal. Now, I don't know about you, but when I see stories like this, particularly in a cost of living crisis, that simply does not make me rush out and want to buy that particular brand. And let's not forget, even though Warburton's is a family baker's and been around a long time, people truly choose with their purse. I've noted myself that buying their fruit tea cakes, you can almost count the currants. Wasn't like that before, and they've even got smaller. So theoretically, I'm paying for the likes of George Clooney, Sylvester Stallone, and Robert De Niro, and now Samuel L. Jackson, just so that I can enjoy their ads on TV while eating a smaller slice of toast. What I'd love to know though is, would this make you buy that product if you saw one of your favourite stars? Would you think, wow, I must rush out and buy that? Or in fact, does it put you off? Knowing the fact that the person has now picked up a six-figure salary and you kind of think, wow, I've noticed each time I go to the supermarket, the bread gets more and more expensive. Do you mind? Or do you think, well, the advert cheered me up. I don't mind lining George Clooney's pockets one more time. More interestingly, back to Jonathan. He appears in every ad, he seems to love appearing, and he believes, of course, that this puts his brand well and truly ahead of the others. Or is he wrong? Quite literally, spending money like this on superstars to promote that brand will simply be toast. As ever, do let me know what you think to this particular story in the comments below. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.